your star crochet here, and I just wanted to show you the hexi cardigan that I've made and the mistakes that I've made, and hopefully a solution to rectify it. Okay, so this is the hexi cardigan that I made, and I put little granny squares down the back as well, and then hexi cardigan there, and oops, the magic circle snapped. So what I'm going to try and show you is how to fix this magic circle. So I've half started, so we're going to get a bit of better close-up and see if we can't fix this magic circle without starting the project all over again. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're a little bit closer up to our little mishap, and you can see there that's where the magic circle has snapped. So this little tail end here, my hand's getting in the way now, isn't it? There we go. This little tail here is where it snapped, and you can see that the stitches, there's two, it's kind of two stitches that come down, and it's going through both those two stitches. So what I'm going to do is get another darning needle with the same colour yarn on. It's going to be harder to see with the same colour yarn, but obviously I'm fixing it and that's what I want to do. But we're going to try and pick up these two stitches. So I'm going to go in that last stitch there, a bit fiddly. So we're going to try and go through both loops like so, and then we're going to find the next two loops, both loops, find the next two loops, two loops, two loops, and we're just going to keep going round. Pull that through. I'm going to leave a bit of a tail to tie it up later. Okay, I'm going to turn my work and try and find the next two loops. So we're here, the next two loops. Oh, hands are getting in the way. Next two loops, and then next two loops, and you're just going to keep going round, picking up those two loops, and hope to God it works. There we go, and those two loops. Okay, and then pull that through. Make sure you don't get it tied in a knot. There we go. And turn your work again. And just keep going through the two loops until you get back to where you started, and I'll meet you back there. Okay, so we've gone round with this bit of yarn here, so we've gone through all the double stitches, so all these twin stitches, we've gone all the way around, and we're back to the first, where we first joined it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is pull on it and get it to close up. Keep hold of that tail end so it doesn't come out. And pull it. Pull it. Now I think I have lost around here, so We should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, no, this will be the centre. That's fine. So we're just going to pull it, and then we're just going to tie it in a knot. So tie it in a knot. Pull it tight. That was just a spare piece from the other one. So tie it in a knot again. Tie it tight again, and then we can weave those ends in. Right, weaving in your ends. Magic circles, especially when using a satiny type cotton, can come undone. Now obviously we've tied it in a knot there, and the reason they come undone is if you haven't weaved it in enough at the start, it can work loose. When you wash your clothing, the fibres tend to move about a bit, and again it can work loose. So the idea is, when you first do your magic circle and you've tightened it up and you're weaving your work in, I'm going to bring these through to the back actually and weave them in. So let's just put them through the centre. Oops. By my centre. Right, so I'm popping it through the centre, turning it inside out. I'm going to weave it in at the back. So these stitches that go around the middle, you're going to weave it in and out of those, and you're going to do it several times. So make sure you leave a long tail when you're weaving in. Okay, so we're going to go through these stitches. And the other thing to do, once you've weaved through the stitch, get through there, there we go, is change direction a lot. So once you've gone that way, don't go in the same stitch that you've just come out of, go into the next stitch and weave back through the other way. And the idea is, if the stitches are moving about, it's got to come undone that way, then that way, and you can even go up the stitches and back down again. So the more directions you use and the more you weave it in, the more it has to work loose. So it's not going to, is it, if you do loads of weaving. I know we all like weaving in as well, so. Right. So that way and then back that way. So just keep doing it, weaving it in and out. I'm using a blunt needle, that wasn't a good idea, was it? There we go. And back the other way. Right, I would do it some more, but we'll leave it at that for now. I'm just going to poke these through, ends through as well. So we've got a couple more ends at the front. I'm going to poke them through to the back and weave them in, and then let's have a look at the result. Okay, so we've closed that hole up. Mum will be pleased because this is my mum's cardi now. So we've got the good side, and that's all worked up. And then we've got the repair side, all worked up. And it's looking quite good actually. Super. So that is how you repair a magic circle that's snapped. Happy crocheting and see you next time.